What's up, everybody? What's up? Anthony here. Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. Hopefully it finds you all having a phenomenal week so far. It has been a little bit of a crazy week for us. We are in the phase now with Emerald of putting her in her big girl bed. So for those of you that have children, you can appreciate the pain and the dark circles that are currently under my eyes. It is a challenge to get your children to stay, or at least it is for us, to get Emerald to stay in her bed. And so pretty much every night, it's an hour and a half to 2 hours of get up, put her back in the bed, get up, put her back in the bed, get up, put her back in the bed until she wears down, stays in the bed. And then every morning she gets up. I used to wake up at 7 to 7:30 with her. Now it's 6 to 6:30, so I've lost an hour of sleep there. And I go to bed later at night because I'm having to up and down, up and down, up and down. So challenging week, but some of the cutest moments and greatest moments. And so wouldn't trade them for the world. Just wish there were 28 hours in a day and I could get an additional 4 hours of sleep. I don't know if any of you felt like that when you had a 2-year-old. I can't imagine that you did not, right? No matter how good the kids are, they're still two. So it's been a crazy, tiring week with training this little girl for this. But other than that, been really good. So I'll dive right in tonight. I want to kind of go through how you guys can get your get started with this SETC program. If you were not here last week we released the SETC program. This is the Self-Employment Tax Credit Program. This is a program that is just like the ERC program. The difference is it is for self-employed people. A lot of people don't realize this, but self-employed, I mean, every Uber driver, every Lyft driver, every real estate agent, I mean, all of these people, they're self-employed. Most yoga instructors are 1099 contracted, self-employed people. Most like subcontractors and things, like there's an enormous amount of people that are considered, quote, self-employed. And so it's a huge universe of people that can, that can qualify for this. The great thing about it is it's simple. The company that we've partnered with, that a lot of you signed up with last week, they've pretty much perfected the online approval. Well, finding out what a person qualifies for and giving them that number online before having them send all the paperwork in. I think that's probably one of the most brilliant marketing, I don't call it a tactic because it's just the flow, but marketing tactics that I've seen in any of these spaces. And I'll tell you why. One of the things we saw with ERC, we did almost $400 million as a community. Millions of dollars were paid out. Millions are still owed and coming every month. I think this month I got a report. I think they paid out almost $20,000 to our community, something like that, 20 or 30 grand. Maybe it was 50, I don't know, somewhere in there. It's not a ton of money the last few months, but the IRS hasn't been sending, the checks. They haven't been doing the approvals. So we anticipate that ramping back up where we get paid the other, half of the money that we haven't been paid yet. But the point is that in doing the ERC program, which was wildly successful and profitable for our community, one of the breakdowns was when someone would get to bottom line, they would be required to submit an enormous amount of paperwork before they were told if they qualified and before they were told how much money they were qualified for. And that's the key, because there's no way you're going to know if somebody's qualified for the SETC program or ERC without first verifying their paperwork, right? There's just no feasible way to know without seeing the documentation. But if you're a business owner and you're busy and you've got 1,000 things going on, and somebody calls you and says, hey, you could get some free money from the government, right? Already your red flags are up, right? Like, wait a minute. And then they say, by the way, we need you to send us 3 years of tax documents, all of your, I mean, just all this stuff, right? They A, don't know, is this even legit? B, don't know, how much could I even get? And then C, don't know, do I even qualify, right? And so a lot of times where we found the breaking point with ERC was on the collecting documentation stage. We would get people to sign the agreement and say, yeah, sure, we'll do this. But then it was never important enough to them, not never, but oftentimes it wasn't important enough to people to get all the paperwork into bottom line. When you look at how they are doing it with the SETC program, you fill out a quick little survey online, and then based on that survey, they can predict using their calculator, their internal calculator that they built, they can predict how much money you should qualify for. So now I fill out my information, I answer like 4 or 5 basic questions. Okay, it pops up and it says, you likely qualify for $27,000. Okay, now it asks me for all my documentation. Now, what do you think is a better mousetrap, right? It's going to be telling somebody, here's the number that we think you qualify for. Hey, by the way, send us these documents and we can get you that money. Versus send us all these documents and we'll tell you if you qualify for anything. Because most business owners, especially when ERC started, they did not believe for a minute that they could get 7 figures, 8 figures, 6 figures in money. They just didn't. They might have thought, oh, we can get a couple $1,000s. But like the very first one that Israel did for us was like 9 million, I think. One was 6 and one was 4, something like that. So it was between $6 and $9 million. No possible way that those people actually thought that they were going to get that kind of money out of the gate. No possible way. So he had a good relationship with them, and that's how he got them to fill it out and get the paperwork in and do the process. Had we said up front, you likely qualify for $9 million, it's pretty much guaranteed they would have filled that paperwork out, right? And sent it all in. And so I think with the SETC program, what you're going to find is it's a lot easier to get these companies to fill out this information and then see what they qualify for, and then get that documentation into this company. The company is called Gig Worker. And I truly feel like there's absolutely, there's just no way that we should have an issue getting the paperwork in, So I'm pretty excited in that regard, that I feel like we're going to be able to close deals, and I feel like the deals are going to close faster because people know that there's money to be made and they know how much. Plus, let's just be honest, the last year or so of ERC, there's a lot of people that have heard of this and they know it's legit. They just know that there's been a lot of scrutiny around it, but they know that there's people getting this money, right? Also, one of the things with the SETC program is it's just easier to qualify. If you read the IRS guidelines on this, it's like almost like a self-assessment. If you feel as though you were impacted, then you qualify. There's not as stringent a process to qualify for the money as there was for the ERC program, right? So this just means so many more people are going to qualify and get this money, right? I truly believe that for this year, we're starting this, in March, right? I truly believe that that this could be probably the most profitable thing that we could do for the year. Certainly, I told you that about ERC, and we started that in like July, August of the year, not last year, but the year before, and it turned out to be almost a $400 million deal. A lot of you missed out on that. You know, a lot of you didn't take the action that you needed to take at the appropriate time, and you either missed it or you missed a good chunk of it, right? You missed a really big piece of it. And so what I don't want to happen is the same exact thing to happen to you guys again, right? I want you to be able to win. And in order to win, you've got to get a head start on everyone else, right? That's just kind of the way that it always goes, is that you have to, you've just got to get a head start. And so I feel like there's a great chance that that this is that program for you. How many of you feel that way? Okay. Very good. Somebody said, look, there was Brian Jennings has been on Facebook. Where's my link? Where's my link? And how do I get in? Brian crushed it with the ERC program, and a lot of you, I think, are going to crush it with this program too. I think most people know more people that know or that are self-employed than people that are not self-employed. I do think that. And so I think that this just opens up so many opportunities for you. How do you get paid? Very good question. I saw that from some of you that are new, and I'm going to show you how to sign up, but I'm also going to show those of you that signed up last week how to actually connect your accounts, because just like Bottom Line, this is not an affiliate marketing company. Gig Worker isn't, and it's just not as easy to get set up as maybe it should be, right? First and foremost, how do you get paid? Let's just say that the person qualifies for 30 grand, okay? Gig Worker takes 20%. They take a 20% fee for doing the work to get that money for this person. So the person pays no money up front. No application fee, no processing fee, no nothing. If they don't qualify or they don't get any money, then they don't pay anything, okay? So they get 30 grand. They 20% of that goes to Gig Worker. So it's 6 grand. Of the 6 grand, they take a $600 processing fee. That is for their team to go and do all the processing, the manual processing, because this is not like ERC. They actually have to mail these people a UPS envelope and get wet signatures, right? So little more expense to getting the deal done. So that basically cuts the commission down to $5,400. You get 10% of that, okay? So $540. So somebody gets 30 grand, you get $540. It's over and over and over and over again, okay? The great news about this is you don't have to wait forever to get paid. Gig Worker has partnered with a massive bank that's going to buy these notes. So they're not taking any of the money from the businesses or the self-employed people. They're not taking any of your money. They have their metrics on how they earn money from this. But essentially what it means is that means that the company can get paid, right? And you can get paid within 14 days or so, okay? So big difference in that in the 6.5 to 9 to 12 months from ERC, right? So this is not something where you're going, sorry, I saw my camera blink. I apologize. We had tornadoes here last night. Just the weather's been terrible here. So I'm sorry if I lose my camera. The point is that you can get paid a lot faster. It says there's new hardware detected. I don't really care about that. All right. Hopefully we're good now. It's like telling me there's new hardware connected. So I feel like this is something where we can get paid faster, which excites you more, because obviously you're getting paid faster, right? And so there's like, you reap the rewards a lot faster, so it keeps you more motivated to do the thing you're doing. If you are self-employed, you cannot use your own affiliate link, okay? So one of the best things that you can do, if you're self-employed, you can go here to this link, okay, go.thesc.com/gig, all right? And what that's gonna do is that's gonna take you through my affiliate link, but you get to apply for the money and see if you qualify. If you are self-employed, going through that process is smart, because then you can tell anybody you're talking to, like, hey, here's how it works. Here's exactly what you need to do. Here's how I got my money. You know what I mean? So if you are a self-employed person and you get a 1099, you're not working at a company with a W-2. You own an LLC that's a single member pass-through, like whatever. If you make your own money, work for yourself, if you have your own landscape business, whatever it is, you could qualify. So you should fill this out, right? It's this link right here, go.thesc.com/gig, all right? Now, to sign up to be a referral partner, you'll go to this link, go.thesc.com/partner. It puts it into, it's a little form that just asks you for your name and email. We have to manually create your accounts. It does take a couple of days to get it done. I'm sure all of you that signed up last week realized you didn't actually get your links until, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. It just takes a few days for us. It's a lot of stuff to do. But once we do set your account up, here's what happens, okay? You get an email that looks like this, okay? It might come to your spam, so make sure you check your spam. You'll get an email that looks like this. What you'll do is you'll click this login button, okay? When you click the login button, I'm gonna see if I can do it in an incognito window so that it'll actually let me do it. Let's see. All right, so, okay, so this is this is where it'll take you, okay? What you'll do is you'll go in here and you'll click on register and you will create an account, all right? It's very complicated because you're thinking, wait a minute, you just created my account. Well, Gig Worker has basically two environments, okay? One environment is the environment that you would go into if you were trying to get the credits, okay, the money. The other is the environment you would go into if you become a broker. You have to have both accounts in order for them to connect. So just follow my lead on this, okay? You click that login button in the email, you come here, you click on register, you fill this form out and you create your account, okay? Real simple, following this rule, you'll get this email. It says, welcome to the team. Pay no attention to these links right here. Just click on log in, okay? Once we log in or click that link, we go to this screen right here. We click register, okay? And then we register for Gig Worker, all right? Now here's what's gonna happen once you register. All right, I got so many windows. All right, you're gonna log into this right here, okay? This will be your account. This is basically the account you would use if, let's just say, you wanted to try to get some credits, okay? Like if you wanted to apply for the SETC credit, all right? Now, you've got this account. All you've got to do is this right here. You go up here to the top right and you click on this little image and you click on profile, all right? And then once you do that, you go to broker information and you will have a button here that says sync my broker account or connect my broker account. I don't because I've already done it, okay? But for you, you'll click right here and you'll click on the button that's right down here that says sync my broker account. What we did was we created you a broker account, okay? That's what sent you the email, but you have to have the regular account as well. And then you sync them together. So like nothing super difficult, nothing super hard. If you follow my, follow my rules, you'll see that it's super, super simple and not really difficult at all. right? You can also see, I'm trying to make sure, I don't want to show this. Let's see. I have referred, I've kind of hidden this. I've referred 53, it looks like 53 PEO referrals and 3, let's see, looks like 3 SETC referrals. I'm not going to show these because this would be other people's information, and I don't want to, share that on here. But a good many of you have gone in and started seeing if you qualify for it, right? So that's awesome. That just means that you're getting you're potentially getting some of the SETC money, right? So again, when you're in your dashboard right here, okay, all you got to do is go up here to this, click it, click on profile, and then click on broker information and connect your broker account. And then you'll see over here, you have your broker dashboard, your broker commissions, your broker referrals. So that's the people that you refer to get the SETC money, and then broker agents, which that's going to be the people that you refer to do this, right? So you want to focus on broker referrals right now, referring people to actually get the money, right? And that's going to be right in here, okay? So all you're doing is connecting the account that you just made with the account we made you, because we made you a broker account. We did not make you a regular account. So not difficult, not hard, pretty straightforward stuff. I don't think there can be too, I don't think it'll be too difficult for you guys to, to figure this out and figure out how to do this by just following, exactly what I just sent you, right? Which is pretty, pretty easy. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Is everybody good with that? To me, a good guess. Okay. Very good. It appears that everyone is doing okay. Awesome. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we all are in agreement on that. It's not a difficult thing to do. And so I want all of you to make sure that you do it, as quickly as possible, because what I don't want to see is I don't want to see that. I don't want to see you guys go in and essentially get lost and not get started for a long period of time. Remember that if you sign up for this right now, okay, there's still going to be just an enormous opportunity for you that I'm quite honestly shocked that no one else has perfected this quite as well as Gig Worker has, where there's an opportunity for you to get the money. There's also an opportunity for you to, to help other people get the money, but to get that qualification online and be able to figure out what's due online is just a huge, huge positive, huge positive. So I wanted to take tonight, one, to let you sign up again if you have not. Okay, this will be the second week in a row we talk about signing up. So next week we'll move into where can we find some of these people? Where can we find, quote, gig workers, right? I've got some creative ideas I'm going to share with you next week. So to sign up to be a partner, just go to go.bsc.com/partner and get yourself signed up before next week. We will create your account. Be watching for the email, okay? I showed you the email. So be watching for that email. It might hit your spam. If it does, follow the instructions that I just showed you on here, where you click to log in, you register a new account, you go in, you go to your profile, and you connect your broker account that we made you to this. That's all you got to do. It's really easy, okay? Not hard at all, and it gets you set up. So go and get yourself set up right now. If you don't have and haven't claimed the SETC money and you feel like you could be due some, go to go.bsc.com/gig, fill it out and see. Maybe you qualify. Maybe you get 20 grand, 30 grand. I don't know. Never hurts to try if you are self-employed, right? Next week, we're going to dive into some marketing ideas for this, right? Create some contests and really start to build the energy around this program and how we can make this program successful for everybody, right? So I wanted to show you where to find this link, since it's not as easy as just sign up and you got an account. You have to do these things, and we didn't teach you that last week. I didn't know because I got the call from these guys literally the day before we went live last week, and I just didn't have enough time to see all the little intricacies of it, but I knew it was a killer deal when I saw that they would buy the notes, you could get paid in 14 days, and they could figure out how much they qualify for online. Those were huge, huge milestones. I just felt like it was a great idea and a great piece. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tonight. Please get started. For those of you that have your referral links, get started, make this happen. I'm going to try to get somebody from Gig Worker on here with us next Thursday to walk you through every single thing in the system. So next Thursday, somebody from Gig Worker will be here. They'll walk us through this system, show you how all this is done. But for those of you that are already signed up as a partner, you got the emails from me already. Do the process I just showed you, get your affiliate link, go promote it, get people in there, get them going, move them through the system, and let's crush this thing. Let's do another 400 million together. I'm excited about it. I hope you are. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And I will see you guys here next week, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.